Hi, I'm Bugsy and I'm a recovering addict. I'm going to be reading just for today, November 22nd, 2024, Foundation First, page 340, basic text, page 86. As we begin to function in society, our creative freedom helps us sort our priorities and do the basic things first. No sooner do we get clean than some of us begin putting other priorities ahead of our recovery. Careers, families, relationships, all these are a part of life we find once we've laid the foundation of our recovery. But we can't build a stable life for ourselves before we do the hard, basic work of laying out the recovery foundation. Like a house built on sand, such a life will be shaky at best. Before we begin putting all of our attention to rebuilding the detailed framework of our lives, we need to lay our foundation. We acknowledge first that we don't yet have a foundation, that our addiction has made our lives utterly unmanageable. Then, with the help of our sponsor and our home group, we find faith in a power strong enough to help us prepare the ground of our new lives. We clear the wreckage from the site upon which we will build our future. Finally, we develop a deep working familiarity with the principles we will practice in our continuing affairs. Honest self-examination, reliance upon our higher power's guidance and strength, and service to others. Once our foundation is prepared, then we can go full steam ahead and put our new lives together. But first, we must ask ourselves if our foundation is secure, for without our foundation, nothing we build can stand for long. Just for today, I will take care to lay a secure foundation for my recovery. Upon such a foundation, I can build a lifetime in recovery. Sobriety can be intimidating because you're thrown to the world with this newfound routine of not using, and you don't know what to do next. You have to go through the physical pain of withdrawal and crashing and insomnia, hypersomnia, overeating, undereating, nightmares, burning desires, and in a lot of cases, having people rooting against you. Give it 2 weeks, they'll be back on the streets. It's not until you decide, while you're standing in the middle of the chaos that you have created and the destruction and the broken pieces of your life, that you look down and you choose, I'm going to start putting these pieces back together. And you'll find that some of the pieces are missing or too damaged to ever be repaired. And that's when you decide, I need to fill these gaps, these cracks, these missing pieces. I need to find a way to make this foundation strong enough to build off of, because I am worth my recovery. And we don't know the answers, not even if you're an old timer, we don't know all the answers. We're living this one day at a time. We're learning as we go. We learn things from newcomers, we learn things from old timers. And every day we're learning. The experiences are all individual, intimate, personal experiences, but they can help you in the way of building a new life for you, teaching you that we make mistakes even in sobriety, even in recovery. But that doesn't mean that we aren't worth the try. We aren't worth the challenge. We can build a foundation, even from the destruction. And it's okay to not know the answers and not know where to go next. It's just finding the strength to build that foundation and understanding that it's not going to happen overnight is what you need to hold on to. And I think that a lot of times in sobriety, we give up because addiction was easy. Nobody expected anything from us. They expected us to fail. So it was easier to just be that guy who nobody thinks is worth anything than to actually try. And once you start to try and realize that I can do this, I got this. Once you start to realize that your foundation is yours alone, you can build it as high as you want. There is no topping out in recovery. And maybe you don't like how that looks in your life. Maybe you don't like how this is happening or going on or working. You can change it. Just remain sober. Remain in recovery. Because addiction might have been easy on the outside, but that's because we didn't feel anything. We didn't care what happened around us because we weren't there. We weren't present. And now, that feeling of uselessness that we didn't care about because we felt nothing in the first place, that feeling starts to change into empowerment and that feeling of worth and value. And that's what you got to hold on to. I've done this just for today reflection part like 20 times, not exaggerating. It's getting really frustrating. So I'm just going to leave you with this. We're worth our recovery. And it's okay if the blueprints need to change once in a while, because we're constantly changing. What you want today in sobriety might be different tomorrow in recovery. And that's okay. Just don't take the easy way out. The easy route of addiction, of this is what I know and it numbs me, so I really don't care what happens. That's going to lead you nowhere but to darkness, to loneliness, to isolation, to death. Hold on to what you've already started to build. Make repairs as you go and believe in yourself. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.